The archetype of Ptah in the religion and culture of ancient Egypt is that of the creator-architect or divine master, embodying the power of intellect, imagination, creativity, and order. Key archetypal traits of Ptah: 1. Divine creator through word and thought as a demiurge. Ptah creates not physically but intellectually. He thinks within his heart, then speaks the name of a thing, and it comes into existence. This reflects the archetype of a thinking god, who creates the world through the power of logos, similar to the Greek logos or the biblical "in the beginning was the word." 2. Patron of arts and crafts. Ptah represents the divine artisan archetype, symbolizing creative mastery, technical knowledge, and perfection of form. He is the image of a calm creator, who acts with deliberation, skill, and purpose. 3. Stability and order. His association with the Djed symbol represents the stability of the cosmos and the foundations of society and culture. Ptah not only creates, but also maintains the eternal order, Ma'at. 4. Mystical archetype of silence and inner power. Unlike storm or war gods, Ptah is silent, composed, and inwardly powerful. He represents the archetype of creative force that does not shout, but acts through higher wisdom and deep knowledge. Ptah in archetypal systems. In Carl Jung's terms, Ptah could be seen as the wise old man or the architect-organizer archetype, who imparts knowledge, structure, and understanding of the world. In a broader mythological sense, he is a positive demiurge, a creator without cruelty, who brings life, not chaos. The character of the god Ptah in Egyptian religion is calm, intelligent, wise, and creative. He was not a warlike or destructive deity, but on the contrary, a god of order, creativity, and harmony. Here are the key traits of his character. 1. Creator through thought and word. Ptah did not create the world through force or chaos, like other gods in various mythologies, but through intellect. He first conceived it, then spoke, and things came into being. His creation is intellectual, orderly, and peaceful. 2. Wise patron of crafts. Ptah is the god of engineers, artists, sculptors, and architects. He not only created, but also inspired others to create, which is why he was revered in schools of craftsmanship. He symbolizes high skill, caution, and attention to detail. 3. Benevolent yet powerful. Despite his restrained and kind appearance, Ptah is a powerful deity, one of the oldest and most influential. His strength lies not in brute force, but in intellect, stability, and the ability to create and maintain order. 4. Connected with life and death. Thanks to his mummified form, he is also associated with life after death, but not as a fearsome judge, rather as one who supports existence even in the afterlife. Thus, Ptah's character embodies intelligent creative power, inner calm, wisdom, and mastery, qualities that were highly respected in the stable bureaucratic system of ancient Egypt. Ptah is one of the oldest and most revered gods of ancient Egypt, a central figure in the Memphite pantheon. He was worshipped as the creator of the world, the god of arts, crafts, and architecture, as well as the patron of craftsmen and builders. Origin and meaning. The name Ptah means the one who opens or the one who forms. In Memphis, the then capital of Egypt, he was honored as the supreme deity. Ptah was considered a demiurge, the creator of the universe, who brought everything into existence through thought and word. This connects him to the concept of the logos in Greek philosophy. Appearance and symbolism. Depiction. He was shown as a mummified man with a blue or green face, his body tightly wrapped, often holding a scepter that combines three symbols: Uz, Ankh, Djed. Unlike many other gods, Ptah had a human head, not that of an animal, emphasizing his uniqueness. Functions and worship. Ptah was the deity of craftsmen, carpenters, jewelers, sculptors, architects. All creative professions considered him their patron. It was believed that he created the world by first conceiving it in his heart, and then speaking the names of things into existence. In later periods, he became associated with the god of the dead and with the underworld, where he was considered the one who supports the sky. Role in the Memphite triad. Ptah was part of the Memphite triad of gods. Ptah, the father and creator. Sekhmet, his wife, the goddess of war and disease. Nefertum, their son, the god of perfumes, flowers, and beauty. Later influences. During the Greek period, Ptah was identified with Hephaestus, the god of fire, blacksmiths, and craftsmanship. His cult lasted for over 2,000 years and remained influential even in the late periods of Egyptian history. In ancient Egyptian mythology, Ptah is not a heroic figure with adventures like in Greek or Norse traditions. His role is cosmogonic, meaning it is connected with the creation of the world. The main source containing the myth of Ptah is the Memphite theology, inscribed on a stone slab known as the Shabaka stone. Summary of the Memphite myth of creation by Ptah. 1. Ptah, the foundation of all existence. Ptah existed before anything else. He held everything within his heart and tongue, giving rise to the concept that the heart and the word are the instruments of creation. 2. Creation through the word. Ptah first conceived all things in his heart, and then spoke their names, and they came into being. In this way, he created the gods, cities, humans, animals, plants, food, everything that exists in the world. 3. He created the other gods. All deities in the Egyptian pantheon, Amun, Thoth, Osiris, Ra, were created by Ptah as the primordial source. Thus, Ptah is not just one god among many, but the very origin of divinity itself. 4. Ptah establishes Ma'at. After creating the world, he brings it into order by establishing Ma'at, the principle of truth, justice, and harmony. Without him, the world would remain in chaos. Key symbols in the myth. Heart, the center of thought, will, and creative imagination. Tongue, the power to speak and bring things into existence. Djed, the symbol of stability, showing that Ptah created not only the world but also its structure. Significance of the myth. This myth emphasizes that the world is the result of intelligent design, not randomness. The word is a powerful tool of creation. Ptah is the mind, architect, and engineer of the universe. Ptah, as the embodiment of creative intellect, mastery, and wisdom, is reflected in the modern individual through a number of character traits and both professional and personal qualities. Here are some of them. 1. Creativity and inventive thinking. Ptah is the god who creates the world through thought and word, so in today's world, he manifests in artists, architects, designers, engineers, writers, all who bring new ideas into being. People who can see an image in their mind and bring it into form, even if it's an abstract idea, project, or product. 2. Intellect and depth. Ptah acts not through force, but through reason, logic, and deep thought. These are the traits of a philosopher, scholar, analyst, teacher, or mental leader. People with Ptah-like qualities are usually calm, inwardly centered, non-impulsive. They solve problems through analysis and wisdom. 3. Mastery and technical precision. As a patron of crafts and technical knowledge, Ptah is reflected in a person who is a true master of their craft, like a watchmaker, jeweler, programmer, architect, or engineer. Traits include precision, structure, perfectionism, and attention to detail. 4. Quiet strength and balance. Ptah, in his mummified form, represents inner calm, stability, and integrity. These are people who do not display aggression, but possess great inner strength. They know how to listen, remain silent, analyze, and act strategically. 5. Creating order. Ptah is the god who shapes the cosmos from chaos. In modern life, this means organizers, managers, systems thinkers, planners. People who bring order to chaos, both in physical space and in mental realms. Pata in the modern archetype is creator, engineer, architect, scholar, mentor, system builder, calm leader. The archetype of the god Pata helps a person become aware of, recognize, and activate certain blocks related to creation, wisdom, mastery, and order. These are the main blocks or personal domains that Pata helps identify and develop. 1. Creativity block. Can you imagine, design, and bring ideas to life? The archetype of Pata activates the ability to create from imagination, using intuition, visualization, and unique vision. Key questions. What do I want to create? Do I give form to my ideas in reality? 2. Thinking block. Are you able to think logically, deeply, and strategically? As a creator through reason, Pata helps develop analytical thinking, clarity of expression, and conceptual precision. Key questions. How do I structure my thoughts? Do I use the power of words to create, not to destroy? 3. Mastery block. Are you developing your mastery in the work you do? The archetype of Pata points to the need for deep skill in a craft, tool, or technology to become a true master. Key questions. What could I master? Do I strive for excellence in what I do? 4. Order and structure block. Do you create order around you? Pata helps assess how well you can structure chaos, build systems, and manage processes. Key questions. Am I able to organize time, space, or a team? Do I build, or do I destroy? 5. Inner stability block. Do you have inner peace, resilience, and integrity? As a mummified god, Pata symbolizes inner stillness and strength, the ability to remain a calm center in a world of change. Key questions. Do I easily lose my balance? Can I stay composed in stressful situations? Summary. The archetype of Pata helps you recognize and harmonize what you create, how you think, what you master, whether you bring order, how stable you are inside.